Here's the lesson that we did in class. So what we did was we went through a C major scale in the first position, and then we did a series of triads and an arpeggio that is contained within that scale. So let's do a quick review of that, and then we'll go back and I'll explain fingerings and all that. So let's take a look. Here's the C major scale. Out of this scale, we are going to play several different triads and different arpeggios. First thing, let's review the scale, making sure that you're using all the exact and proper fingerings for this exercise. We're going to start on C with our second finger and move our way through the C major scale all the way back to here, which is the F note, all the way back to the C. So we're going to play that first and really get that smooth and make sure you use the right fingerings. So the next thing we're going to do is here's our C major scale, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with a C major triad. So we're going to start here in the root, which is C. So we're going to go C, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. From there, we're going to go directly to the D minor triad, but we're going to start on the fifth of the D minor triad, which is an A. And we're going to move our way down back to the D root. From there, we're going to go to our G7 arpeggio. Okay, now we're going to start on the third of the G7 chord, which is a B note. We're going to go 3, 5, 1, 3, 5 to the flat 7. The F note is the flat 7 of the G7 chord. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start at the third of the C major triad down here, and we're going to move our way back up. So 3, root, 5, and we're going to use our fourth finger for this, down to the third with our first finger, second finger, and we're going to end on the fifth of the C triad. Now we're going to start on the root of the F major triad. So we're going to go root, 3, 5, root, 3, 5. Then we're going to go from here, we're going to go back to the fifth of the C major triad, which is a G. And we're going to go 5, root, 3, 5, root, 3. From here, we're going to go directly back to the flat 7 of the G7th chord, move our way back to the fifth of the chord, which is a D note. Then we're going to end with a C major triad, 2 octave. So we're going to start here in the C, move all the way up through this to the root. Now the fingering is going to be slightly different here. When we get to this G note, we're going to use our first finger. So we have a second finger, first finger, fourth, 1, the first finger, and stretch all the way up to the C, which is the 8th fret with your fourth finger, and back down all the way to C. So let's grab our guitars and let's check it out. Okay, so here's the scale. Just play through that once. Then we go right into our C major triad. Then we go to our D minor triad. To the G7 arpeggio, starting on the B, which is the third of the chord. Then back with the C major, F major triad, 2-octave. C major 2-octave, except we're starting on the third of the fifth of the chord. Go back down to G7, starting in the flat 7. Then we end with a 2-octave C major triad.